For my motivation assignment, I interviewed parents, kids, and strangers to get their ideas and opinions on motivation. My participants included both men and women with an age range from 12 to 63. I interviewed 2 girls, 3 boys, 4 college girls, 3 college boys, 4 women, and 4 men. The 5 younger kids that I interviewed had similar responses to the question, "What is your definition of motivation?" They all had trouble coming up with something, and after many I don't knows, they finally all had said the similar idea that motivation is what makes people do something. Their answers for what is the purpose of motivation were also very similar. Some said motivation makes it easier to finish something, and others said it gives people a reason to start something they don't want to do. The 7 college students that I interviewed had a bit different responses to the questions, although every single one of them said they had never thought about it before. The 4 girls I interviewed came up with more complex answers, saying that motivation is what gets people to accomplish their goals, and that the purpose of motivation is to give people a purpose and a reason to exist. The 3 guys I interviewed had a more simple thought process when asked these questions. They gave the similar answer that motivation is the extra push people need, and that the purpose of it is to improve in something in life. I believe my ideas on the purpose of motivation align the closest with this group because we are around the same age and going through similar experiences in our lives, such as living away from home and attending the same university. The adults I interviewed were equally stumped to answer these questions, but they came up with their answers faster than the kids and college students did. The middle-aged mothers said that motivation was the will to go on and that the purpose of it is so people have something or people have someone or something to work for. The men I interviewed were in the sports industry and had a more athletic-minded approach. They said that motivation were things that get you to become a better person and that its purpose is to make you a stronger individual. The kids said things like basketball, school, coaches, and teachers motivate them. These were more littler answers of things and people. The college students said that successful people they idolize and their parents were their biggest motivators. The mothers all said their children's futures were their motivation to work hard, and the men also said that their grandchildren and children were their motivation. A few outliers had a more self-centered answer to what motivates them and gave answers like money, an attractive physique, and celebrities were their motivation. For the most part, most of the participants were motivated by people in their life. I expected a lot more people to give answers like celebrities and famous people to be what motivates them, so I was kind of surprised when only a few had mentioned this idea. Conducting these 20 interviews was definitely an uncomfortable situation for me. Once I had 10 under my belt, it was fun to see the different reactions people had and to hear the different ideas and opinions they had about motivation. My ideas did not really change after hearing the responses from the people I interviewed. I noticed that most people did not want to keep talking about motivation after I was done. I think my ideas about motivation closely related to college and older participants that I interviewed, but mostly the college age group. In conclusion, this assignment was a bit of a struggle for me, but it was interesting to put myself out of my comfort zone and meet people I never would have and listen to a bunch of different ideas and opinions that people gave me in their responses to when I asked them the questions on motivation.